Yes, you're here. I'm Ritu Parikh, and I'm so glad you made it to LIOTV, the place to live a simple and happy life. Over the months and years, I've shared a ton of tips and tools that I love to use to get my home and life organized. But today, to kick off the new year, I'm going to do something a little different and tell you about organizing tools that don't make me particularly happy. In fact, they make me cray-cray. And before you have a tizzy about one of the products that I don't love, but you might, just remember that's okay. If you found a way to use any of these tools to work really well and efficiently in your life, then don't fix what ain't broken. This is just my opinion based on my personal experiences, which may be different than yours. All right, now that we've got that covered, here's organization tool number one that I don't love. Binders. Now, binders are great for papers you don't need to refer to all the time, like menus, schedules, or manuals. But for papers you need to put in and out on a weekly or daily basis, binders make me crazy. And that's because I find that they are excuse accumulators. For instance, it's work to have to open a binder and put stuff into the sleeve. And then what if you run out of sleeves? Or what if you don't have your 3-ring hole puncher nearby? Lots of excuses to not put your stuff away. Call me simple or lazy, but I just find them to be demotivators, and they take a lot more energy than, let's say, a good old manila folder. Number 2, containers that are not clear. Again, it takes an extra step of adding a label that you might not otherwise need if you had a clear box. I know there are colored boxes that work for certain holidays, like green or red ones for Christmas, or orange and black ones for Halloween. But other than that, I don't see the point in not being able to see your stuff. I loves me the clear boxes. And by the way, I'm talking about containers you're storing away, not the ones that are sitting out in your family room. And lastly, number 3. I know these are all the rage, but I am just not a fan of the no-slip hangers because they do exactly what they're supposed to do, and you can't slip your clothes off, which means you're wrestling to get your clothes off when you're trying to pull them off the rod. And it requires you to take off the hanger from the rod and take off your item. And you have to do the same when you have to put stuff back on. And as we've already determined, I'm lazy. So I prefer the regular old plastic hangers. I know, crazy, right? Or wooden ones if you have the room for them. So there you have it, 3 organization tools that I just don't fancy. So now I'd love to hear from you. What is something you use that irks you all the time? Spill it in the comments. And then take this week's challenge. Get rid of that thing and replace it with something that works better for you. This is a great way to kick off the new year. I can't wait to hear what it's going to be, and I think this is going to be really fun. So until next time, my sweet friend, wishing you so much love this year and that each of your days is simple and happy. Mwah.